we think it's time to switch it up a little bit because I don't know if many of our fans are aware of this, but there was a new Grinch that was released 2018, which would be last year at the time of recording,
Mm-hmm.
and it is also done by Universal Studios. So, their roots are tied to the original Grinch studio, as I believe Universal goes by as an alias at sometimes.
Yep, there is a animated version of the Grinch with Benedict Cumberbatch as the voice of the Grinch and a whole cast of other characters.
Yep. The only one that would really be notable is probably Keenan Thompson
Mm-hmm.
for one of the, I believe, the quote, happiest who alive, which is quite a feat. But yeah, I mean, I guess we'll just have to watch it to find out.
I think I'm ready.
All right. For the 2018 Grinch.
Yep, Dr. Seuss's The Grinch.
Someone just say Grinch. The Grinch.
Oh, man. That song never gets old. The one that we just played.
Oh yeah, certainly not this year.
Yes, let's hit the old play button.
All right, we will be watching this on Netflix. We just hit play.
Yeah, we're not gonna buy the new Grinch. We're not gonna conform to that, but we'll watch it.
Now
Well-
here, this is a little misleading. We've started the Grinch. There's the big Universal logo floating around the earth, and it's interesting to note the other Grinch starts off the same way. So right now, I think my body is thinking, "Oh, we're watching How the Grinch Stole Christmas."
Yeah, and here we get a very interesting look,
Oh.
where Illumination is almost bandwagoning on Universal's and the Grinch's hype.
Yeah, there's a minion. There's
yeah.
a rabbit-looking creature.
They're forcing their other movies down our throat. It's like, hey, like I know you're here to watch the Grinch, but remember we got other movies that did very
Right,
commercially
right.
well.
Okay, so we're panning through a Christmas landscape. This looks like it could be the Grinch.
Yeah, unconfirmed if it is a snowflake or not. Oh, yep, there it is.
Looks
The
like Mount
Grinch.
Crumpet.
Dr. Seuss's The Grinch. Yeah, that's got to be Mount Crumpet. Some birds, which I believe there are birds in the 2000
There are?
Grinch's
Okay,
introduction.
okay, so this is still okay in my book.
So pretty similar. That maybe perhaps a nod to the other Grinch, the one that is clearly superior. Oh God, who is that speaking?
Ooh,
That's not.
all
That's
right,
not.
so
That's not Hannibal Lecter.
so it looks like Pharrell Williams is the narrator of this version of the Grinch.
Oh.
I'm just gonna say, I mean, we're 5 seconds in, and I don't know. There was something about that low, deep, velvety voice of Anthony Hopkins
Yeah.
as the narrator.
It's like, hey, I'm talking about the Grinch, but this voice has done some things.
But we won't be too quick to judge. We're still watching it.
We're about 10 seconds in now, and oh wow, look at that beast! What that is Now I think in the other Grinch there was a statue of that horned creature.
Yeah, there
There
was
was.
kind of
Is
a
that-
deer-like. I don't know. It could be.
Is that from the original Grinch? Perhaps I don't remember one, but it's obviously got some sort of connection to the Grinch.
Now I'm gonna I don't want to be saying negative things about this movie in comparison to the movie that I know and love. So I'm gonna start with some positives.
Yeah. All right.
There definitely are some pieces of the animation style that allows them a little bit more creative integrity here.
Yeah, a little more.
We're seeing things that you just wouldn't be able to put in a live action movie right now.
Yeah, I mean, you could, but it would just cost millions of dollars, which I believe the first Grinch, or excuse me, the second Grinch, but the first in our hearts, did cost a little over $100 million. So maybe when, never mind, I meant it would cost $1 billion.
Okay. Here we are. Okay, we're
Finally entering the Grinch's lair.
going up to the Grinch's lair. Let's see.
Oh, some nice organ music. God,
Ooh,
I love organs. And there he is,
He's having a little snooze.
having a little sleepy time. So this film is starting on December 20th. So about 5 days is the course of this movie. Nice. Classic. Very smug look on the Grinch. For those, didn't quite work. But his alarm clock went off, and it was actually playing Christmas music.
Ooh, now we got some Tyler the Creator.
Yeah, Tyler the
Okay,
Creator.
That's pretty cool.
First look at Max. I do really like Max in this movie. He is just a very charismatic dog, as any dog would be. Just very happy, loves his companion. I hesitate to say owner, especially in this film, because Max and the Grinch are more buddies. You know, they're more on the same level.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I saw this movie when it came out in theaters last year.
Oh, okay.
Don't know about you, but yeah, I did see it, but I won't spoil anything for anybody who hasn't.
Yeah, actually, so I've been pulling up some stuff here. It'll be interesting to note. So I've been doing a little comparison.
Oh yeah.
As far as some of the movie reviews for these movies, it looks like in a few cases, the 2018 Grinch is favored more than the 2000 Grinch.
Yeah.
I'm looking. So IMDb, we've got 2018 Grinch with 6.3 rating, 2000 Grinch with 6.1. So difference of 0.2 there.
Okay.
Rotten Tomatoes has the new Grinch as 59%. Oh, and actually has the other one as 50. 50%.
Nearly 10%.
All right, and then we got Metacritic. Wow. Metacritic has 2018 Grinch as 51%, while the 2000 Grinch is 46.
Okay. Oh, jeez.
Actually, okay. Here is someone that gets it.
Okay.
Common Sense Media, 2018 Grinch, 3 out of 5 stars. 2000 Grinch, 4 out of 5 stars.
Oh, thank the Grinch.
This.
Oh man!
Is,
finally,
this
somebody.
Is someone I could trust.
Finally, somebody with some common sense. Oh, wow, that's good. I'm glad we ended it on a good note.
All right, the rest they're all things. You know, the only thing we can do now is just keep watching and decide for ourselves.
Yeah, he did mention he had an emergency stash of Who hash. Do you think that was?
Oh, I know he's doing some stress eating. That's kind of. This is pretty funny.
But do you think that could have been his emergency stash of weed? His Who hash? I mean, I know it was in the context of food, but, some people need weed to eat. They need to smoke to have an appetite.
Yeah, it could be legal in Whoville in this movie. It's 2018.
I'd only hope so.
A lot of things have changed.
I'd only hope so. So now, here is a very interesting scene in comparison to the 2000 movie. The Grinch is now going into town to Whoville. He doesn't want to. He's like, I got enough food to last me through December, so I don't have to go to Whoville to, get some food. He ran out of food, and now he is going into Whoville during the Christmas season. So in this movie, the Grinch is more so, he's an accepted member of society. He hasn't been shunned away by, the mayor or, the town. They don't fear him. He's more of, an accepted character. Even though he's green, they still take him in, which is very 2018 of the movie to do. It's very PC, which is a good progression from the 2000 Grinch. But I feel like, back in the 2000s, green people, we didn't really like them. Now, they're accepted a little more.
Yeah, it's a really strange take. The Grinch kind of occasionally goes down to the town. He's not completely shunned, or he hasn't abandoned it. We'll just have to see how the Who's react to him.
Oh, so this is the first look at Donna Who, voiced by Ann Perkins.
Rashida Jones.
Yeah, I believe that's her alias.
Ann Perkins?
Yeah. Yeah, this Grinch is still not afraid to ruin a child's day, or honestly assault them with a snowball. If you were to throw a snowball at a small child, that's typically frowned upon. I feel like in today's day and age. Nice. He just thrown away all everybody coming with him with Christmas cheer. And now we've got some carolers following the Grinch. Perhaps another nod to the 2000 Grinch movie, where in a deleted scene, they had, a nice some carolers in Whoville, and in this movie, the Grinch is running away from them, and as they pick up the speed to follow the Grinch, their tempo increases as well. Which, as most of you probably know, any true Grinches, fans of the Grinch, will know that in a deleted scene of the 2000 Grinch, he goes into town, and the Grinch actually increases their metronome, which then increases the tempo of the band.
Yeah, you're right. I wonder if that is a kind of weird nod. This carolers increasing tempo.
Either a good nod or similar minds, thinking in the writing of the Grinch. Which, if that's the case, then
Yeah, now he's in a supermarket. No one's screaming or yelling. Someone's just wishing him happy holidays. They're a lot more comfortable with the Grinch in this movie, it looks like. He's has a bunch of Who hash in the cart.
lining up Who cash, stealing some food from other Who's. Oh, not a fan of pickles. Oh, wow, just unsanitarily spits it back into the jar and puts it in somebody else's cart. Here we see the Grinch getting a jar of jelly, it looks like, and another Who is saying, man, I would love that. And he just denies her and throws it on the ground. Well, this is truly a Grinchy character for sure. This man, or this Who, or this what, hates the Grinch, or hates Christmas. I believe one of the first cell phones in the Who universe we just saw being used by Donna Who.
Okay, so looks like Donna Who is the mother of Cindy Lou Who, different from the 2000 Grinch,
Yeah.
Betty Lou Who. So we've got Donna. It looks like
yeah.
she has two brothers as well, but they're very young.
Yeah, they look
They're not
pretty
older brothers.
pretty stupid, honestly. Just kids, which are all. I mean, children are just biologically dumb until a certain age, once they learn how to, exist. Oh, and first look at Cindy Lou. It's almost looking like a Cabbage Patch child.
Is Donna a single mom? I'm getting that kind of single mom vibe. Is there not a dad in this one?
There is not. I'll let you that know right now. There is no, there's no Lou Who in this film, which is a shame because Lou was a great character in the How the Grinch Stole Christmas from the year 2000, directed by Ron Howard. And there Cindy Lou goes off into Whoville to do God knows what. She's got an important letter to deliver to, I don't know, somebody. Maybe some friends, some family. A long-lost dad who probably left to go get some Who tobacco. Never came back.
Never came back.
I need some of those Who Spirit cigarettes.
Right into the Grinch.
Uh-oh, there he is.
They meet.
I will say the snow particles and the animation on the snow in this movie is phenomenal. I do really appreciate the animation in this film. That's funny. The Grinch almost spoils the spirit of Christmas and Santa Claus. This little girl. He's like, oh, nobody's seen him. Gee, I sure wonder why that is. Maybe he doesn't exist. But maybe this Grinch, he can't confirm or deny that. Because, in the 2000 Grinch, we do actually see a quick scene of Santa Claus.
That we do.
I guess we'll have to see if we see him in this one. And here comes Keenan Thompson's character. Those listening might recognize him from Keenan and Kel. If we have some old Nickelodeon fans listening, it was a great movie. And was he also in what's that? It's I know it's not Whataburger, but Good Burger. Keenan was also in that, right?
Yeah,
He
that's
was one of those
Keenan and
guys.
Kel.
Keenan and Kel.
Yeah, it is Good Burger.
Yeah. Oh, that was just from Keenan and Kel?
I mean, I always say, it was Good Burger with Keenan and Kel.
I don't know about you, but the 1000ths, I can't say the word 1000ths. I've never been able to say it successfully on this cast. Could you say it for me?
One thousandth?
Yeah, 1000th. One. Look, I'm dyslexic. All right, so.
Yeah, no.
You know,
Between 1000 and 3, there's
one is
a
clearly
vast difference.
one is
The
clearly
1000th
bigger.
population is that's a huge event, but just a Christmas that's 3 times as bigger. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, arguably Whoville's most important celebration, versus just hey, we're doing Christmas bigger this year. That's a good sunset scene. Nice showing of passage of time, or perhaps that's just how fast their sun sets in this universe. All the Christmas lights turning on. Wow, beautiful. Now, I believe these are new rhymes as well that they're incorporating in this movie. They do use some of the classic ones, of course, but some of these are new lines. I doubt they were thought up by, Pharrell Williams. Probably written by somebody else.
This version of the Grinch cave is a lot cleaner. Um,
Yeah.
In the
Yeah.
2000 Grinch, I guess they really do push that he lives outside of the dump, and a lot of his household items and objects are repurposed. But in this one, it looks like it's just kind of a different take.
Yeah,
Much
it's almost
cleaner house.
Yeah, it's almost a modernized house cave. Where if somebody in today's day and age were to go and live in a mountain, it's very. I would say it might even look just like the Grinch's. He's got actual furniture, cupboards. He's gotten some other things in there that we'll see here eventually.
It's a little, it's not as sad, maybe looking as the 2000 Grinch.
Not
In
as
2000, he's living in just trash and filth,
Yeah.
repurposed. And
Yeah, he's not eating rotten bananas and onions. He's
it seems like he was
he's got a
having
full-fledged kitchen.
nice meals.
And here we see Cindy Lou. Yeah, I don't know. She's up to something. I don't really care for Cindy in this movie. She's not really is tied more to the Grinch. It's more centralized around her own family,
Yeah, the Grinch.
which is
The
just
Grinch 2000. In that movie, Cindy Lou, she almost just seems above the parents. Intellectually, she's very smart. Is kind of almost sees past the lore or the fantasy of Christmas.
Yeah.
But this This movie, she at least seems to be invested enough in the image of Santa.
Yeah, she
And,
seems
you
more
know,
like a child.
normal, yeah, like a normal
Like
child.
a child. Oh, here's a nice fun fact that I discovered. Oh, never mind. Well, in the beginning of the movie, I guess the Grinch, one of the books that he throws at the alarm clock was Spelunking for Beginners. I thought it was a scene we just watched, but I guess not. Here,
Yeah, nice Max fantasy.
yeah, nice look into Max's mind, which he still sees himself, with the Grinch having a good time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, this Grinch, he's very more polite to Max. He's asking him, open-ended questions instead of just yelling
Yeah.
directly at him out of anger.
Yeah. But here we see one of the Grinch's more cultured sides, where he's playing the very Seussical-looking organ in the depths of his cave. Max on drums, going a little overboard.
Yeah, Max is doing the blast beats.
Not really matching the vibe. The Grinch just silently demands that he leaves. I love the picture that Max has of him and the Grinch.
Oh,
And here we have the Grinch apologizing to being a little rude to Max. So, he's not all bad, this Grinch. Playing a little chess with the dog. Been there. Oh, something's going on outside the Grinch's cave. What could it be? Yeah, that was a nice look at his study, too. He's got plenty of books. What kind of books do you think this Grinch has in his library?
at least spelunking.
How to prepare a live
Oh
who?
my god. Yeah, I guess they weren't kidding about that 3 times bigger. This is a huge tree that's being airlifted into Whoville.
That is quite big. 100, still not 1,000. Oh, yeah, that's a big star, too. Almost blinding. Almost a little foreshadowing to how the Grinch is going to steal Christmas. That tree's got to go. And here we are, back in Whoville. It looks like just about every single Who in town is making a just absurdly big ornament to put on the arguably even more absurdly big tree. We got 3-eyed sock monsters, some awesome robots. It looks like a... Oh, dude, was that like a Grinch ornament? No, probably not. I see an alien. A shrimp.
Okay, so this town has a mayor, but it definitely seems like the mayor is less a part of the story.
Yeah. She's just there to be the mayor of which, I mean, I guess if you have a town, you have a mayor.
You would have a mayor.
Yeah.
Just not an evil, conniving mayor that went to kindergarten with the Grinch.
Yeah, not a Jeffrey Tambor mayor. Nice. Well, there they go. There's the tree, and the Grinch is looking down, and he's Gideon laughing. And here we get a closer look at some of Cindy's friends and more of how she lives her life in this version of this Whoverse, I suppose. Seeing a little some other Who children. Now I'm thinking about it, they're really weren't any other Who children in How the Grinch Stole Christmas from the year 2000.
Yeah, certainly not that we saw. There was a deleted scene in Cindy's classroom where the
Oh,
dad
yeah, that is
had to
true.
go talk to the teacher.
That's
but
true.
it was, I guess, merely implied that there would be other children her
Yeah.
age running around. She just didn't really interact with many of them.
Yeah,
She was
she
very much
yeah.
kind of an isolated young character, the Cindy in the 2000 Grinch.
She didn't have very many friends, just like a certain green Grambus. I know. The Grinch. That's who I was referring to
wow.
there. Oh, yeah.
Very heartwarming.
Yep.
It really sounds like, Cindy Lou's Christmas wish is really to help her mom.
Mm-hmm. And instead of helping the Grinch, she's singing about helping her mom out, which, if I were Cindy and I had a mom who worked a lot like that, I'd probably wish the same. I like how the Grinch is his plan is to throw just a big snowball at the tree. But unfortunately, things are going a little astray for old Grinchy. Yeah, so this Grinch his plan is to throw a big snowball. What do you think the 2000 Grinch would be up to at this point? I mean, if they brought a big tree, I mean, I guess they do in the other movie, and I guess his solution is
Oh,
just
yeah, I can only
burn it
imagine
down.
our 2000 Grinch looking at that huge tree like, oh, I can't wait to burn that thing down,
Can't wait to wet my whistle and burn it down. That was kind of a cool shot of the Grinch flying out through the tree.
Oh, yeah, it is the fa for it, yeah.
Fa la fi fa do da. Cheer.
Yeah, this Grinch strikes me as more of like a Wile E. Coyote type character.
Oh, yeah.
He seems very smart, but he's at the whim of kind of these accidents that ruin his plans slowly.
Yeah, on paper his plans should work, but the universe works against him because he's the
Actually,
unfavorable
stop the
anti-hero.
presses. Here we go. All right, now we're getting to the origin story of this Grinch.
Oh, yeah.
All right, they're
All right.
talking back to Boy Grinch.
Boy Grinch.
Okay, this one's in an orphanage.
No mom, no dad. He is an orphan.
Oh, God, I wonder what happened at that orphanage.
Nothing good, I can tell you that much. Nobody cared about the Grinch. And so they're just leaving this green child alone in a big mansion. Nobody's even there to take care of him. Nobody's there to feed him. And then he just walks away, I guess.
Wait, is that it?
A little strange. Yeah, that's it.
That's the origin story?
That's the entire
he was
origin
sad
story.
and alone?
He was sad and alone.
Like, at the orphanage one year?
Just 1 year, not not any of the other ones. I guess this is where he.
I mean,
he had it.
not saying that that being an orphan is a good thing or that it isn't sad, but yeah, like I don't know, our Grinch in 2000. I mean, he had I feel like a more fleshed out origin story a little bit.
Oh yeah,
It was a sibling rivalry, or not sibling, but child rivalry.
yeah. He had at least
He got shamed in front of the whole class.
a single bully that kind of pushed, a bunch of other Who's to laugh and make fun of him, to the point where he kind of lost it, understandably so, and he ran away from them because he didn't want to be around them. This Grinch, there was just not even anybody. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, it's a little strange.
Because like we all have bad Christmases,
Yeah,
but well, I don't know.
yeah, it's no
We'll
reason
see
to.
where the rest of the movie goes. I will say a little lacking on the origin story though.
Yeah, it's no. I'd agree with you there. But from where they're lacking in origin stories, I mean, yeah.
53 years. Wow. All right. So this we get a number here. He's at least because I mean he wasn't one. in that
Yeah.
big, he's at least like
Let's say
mid
7.
50s.
Let's say 7.
So like maybe 60.
Yeah, 60,
60-year-old
60
Grinch?
plus, 60 plus Grinch. I wonder if that's canon throughout, Grinch lore, and in the other movies. He's probably around the same age. Oh, and here we go. He hatches the plan to steal Christmas, which is interesting. Nothing really sparks it, whereas in 2000 Grinch, Max is he's wearing kind of a snowy looking beard, which inspires the Grinch to think about Santa, which then leads him to the thought, oh, I should do a reverse Santa and steal Christmas instead of giving it to the Who's.
This is so early in the movie. Like he's decided
Yeah.
days before Christmas that I'm gonna try to steal it.
Yeah, on the 20th of December, he's like, I'm going to take Christmas. Got a couple days to plan. Whereas the other Grinch, is it the day before?
It's the night of.
The
like
night
it's
of?
Christmas Eve night in the 2000. Yeah, this is December 21st, like the night of. He's getting
Oh,
into it, so
yeah.
he's got a few
Yeah, you're
days.
right. Interesting.
All right, that'll be some points docked from this Grinch as far
Yeah.
as preparedness. We'll see
Yeah.
what this Grinch concocts in a few days, though.
And here we see Max bringing Grinch some coffee for the morning, and oh my. That is a bootylicious Grinch ass.
All right, now this is
that
a
we're looking
Grinch
at.
I like to see.
Yeah, this Grinch isn't a bad guy. I mean, we're talking a lot of docs now that we got our feet wet. However, this Grinch is he's got a nice cave. Let's see what his big plan is. Yep. How will the Grinch steal Christmas? Max is excited. That's quite a big chalkboard. Probably got some big plans on there.
Santa Claus.
Nice.
That's all that's written.
Like, not even in a place where he can reach. He would have to
Yeah, that's
Get
right
some-
in the middle of the board.
get some stairs to write that up there and then put the stairs away in preparation.
Yeah, but let me just turn the board around so there's a big reveal.
He just wanted to have a nice dramatic reveal for Max.
I wonder how many hours he spent writing that.
There's been no introduction of Martha Mayhew quite yet.
You're right, dude. No Martha May.
And I'm curious if she is... I mean, obviously, there has to be a Martha Mayhew in this Whoville somewhere. Will she show up in the film? That's for you to find out.
Well, because you know, right?
Yeah,
You've
I
seen
know.
it. Or you just okay?
No,
You
I
let
know.
me
You
find
want
out?
me to tell you?
No.
Okay, well. I won't say anything then. All I'm saying is prepare to not prepare for what you will or may not see. Yeah, here we see Cindy and her friend gliding through the woods. Oh, it looks like they're going to a tree house, which is pretty neat, showing that Cindy has some similar creative tendencies as the Grinch. Because I believe in this film, like the 2000 film The Grinch, he is a creative, inventive kind of guy. And it looks like Cindy is a little inventive as well.
Oh, look at that, dude. Her board just says Santa
Nice.
Claus too.
There you go.
Some parallels.
Point proven. Yeah, this Cindy is very much more childlike. She's got a very younger, motivated mind.
Yeah, other Cindy Lou is dropping words like superfluous.
Yeah,
And
she's arguably smarter than any other Who in all of Whoville.
yeah, they really made this. This is a more childlike Cindy.
Yeah, which I mean, I feel like this movie is a little more family and child oriented, especially than the other film. I mean, God knows some of the lines that they spew out in that other one. You know, they don't mention hanging yourself with Christmas neckties or turning horses into glue in this one. Now, here is something that I actually do not like about this film. One of the, I would say, few things I actually outwardly dislike about this Grinch is, as we are about to see here, the Grinch is actually admiring some of the Christmas, the gumdrops, and he's almost getting caught up in the Christmas feeling, which, I mean, if it were somebody other than the Grinch, like let's say if it was just some random person who didn't like Christmas, I can understand how they would, they'd be like, oh, I don't like Christmas, whatever, but, it's hard to dislike Christmas. It's a great time of year. This Grinch, he was just an orphan that people forgot about him. That's not a reason to hate Christmas. Arguably, it almost supports the fact that he would kind of want to like it, but he's forcing himself not to. But that's just not the Grinch that we know and love. The Grinch truly hates Christmas. He doesn't like the cheer and everything like that. This Grinch secretly does like it. He's got like a closeted fetish for Christmas that he's just denying himself, which, for the family-oriented Christmas, kid vibe, I get it, but it's not the Grinch that we know and love. So,
God.
whatever.
This screaming goat that just showed up. I wonder, this had to have been influenced by the screaming goat videos,
Oh, yeah.
like, online.
Oh, without a doubt.
Like, let's throw a little bit of the internet in this movie.
I do really like this scene, though, where the goat is just following him, and they're just violently screaming at him, "Get lost."
But yeah, no, I see what you mean, kind of about the Grinch comparison. They almost
Yeah.
are foreshadowing that this feeling of Christmasness is there within the Grinch.
Yeah.
He does have some admiration for it at some level. It's
Yeah.
not just a deep-seated hatred.
Yeah,
Which
which
altogether seems like a less angry Grinch.
yeah.
This is just a slightly, perturbed, confused Grinch.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. He's just a little confused inside. He doesn't quite know. All he knows is being alone, and I guess that's what he believes that he deserves. And at some point, over these 53 years, he feels like, well, I'm lonely. Everybody else should be lonely too. That's why I'm going to steal Christmas.
Yeah, he just kind of seems like a normal 53-year-old person. Not a child.
Yeah.
The season's okay. I mean, I'm really just alone with my dog. What is there to look forward to?
Yeah. He just gets bored one year, and he's like, all right, I guess I'm just going to steal Christmas. Yeah, what was he doing for 53 years? How was he not thought about stealing Christmas yet?
I guess this is the first time they tried making 3 times a bigger Christmas. It was enough. It was normal Christmas was enough, but
Yeah, that's where he draws the line. And here is stage 1 of Mr. Grinch's plan to steal Christmas. Interesting, he is actually getting a reindeer. He has not forgotten about the reindeer in this version. He quite remembers, and he is chasing one right now. Quite a big reindeer. A fat one, but, the only one he can really find. And back to the B plot of the film that will eventually tie into the A plot. These two kids are alright. They're kind of cool. This guy is smoking a candy cane cigarette.
yeah, it's hideous.
For all the adults in the crowd. I can only imagine the amount of dads that saw this and was like, oh man, I need to
He's
smoke.
the bad boy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go hit the
He's holding it
restroom.
Like a cig, yeah.
That's clearly cigarette inspired.
Yeah, this Cindy, I mean, she's relying on the help of some of her other child friends. Yeah, you're right. It is a little bit more welcoming, I guess,
Yeah.
to kind of younger viewers. Because the other Cindy's like I don't like a journalism major,
Yeah.
and she's like, oh yeah, let me get to the bottom, let me interview all these people, do some research, and present a carefully well articulated argument for why the Grinch should win Holiday Cheermeister.
Yeah.
Prints out flyers. Obviously has a background in speech and debate. This is more like fun kids at the playhouse.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's like,
Getting up to kid antics.
we're hanging out in the treehouse, we're hatching a plan to trap the Santa Claus, which I feel like a lot of, younger kids, if, they they want to see Santa, it's the whole mystery. It's
classic kid plan.
Yeah,
we got to
yeah.
trap Santa to see him.
Yep.
But hey, look at this story that's unfolding. Someone that we know is pretending to be Santa, and the other person's pretending to trap Santa.
Uh-oh.
Wonder what's going to happen later in the movie.
Oh my, yeah. Really not leaving any red herrings or, curve hooks in this one.
No,
They're
the
blatantly.
plan's over. They gotta go back inside.
It's arguably pretty funny. Like, it's not bad. I would say there are a lot of one-liner, kind of throw-off jokes that work really well in this movie. Here's another one of my favorites.
Loudest snow I've ever heard in my life. That was pretty funny.
Yeah. So it's got a lot of really good moments. I love the Grinch's. All of his scarves throughout the movie are very fashionable. He's got his black scarf for breaking into this house or stealing the sled off the top of the roof. Sorry, he's not breaking in quite yet, but he will be, or will he? He will. Yeah, going back to my comment earlier on the snow effects that they do, if you've noticed, the Grinch's feet throughout most of the movie is almost completely covered in snow, which I love the tiny attentions to detail like that. All the snow particles are just really a testament to the animation style and skill of all the animators. So
Oh god,
that's what they're
this is
doing.
another Wiley moment. Yeah, it's just everything's going wrong. Accidentally rings the doorbell on his break-in.
Oh, nice.
It really is the happiest two in existence.
And here the Grinch goes to the top of the house, getting a little peek into, taking a look at, they're singing some Christmas carols, taking a deeper look. Oh, dude, is that there's an old is that Ron Howard's father? Dude, hold on, I hope we see him again. Oh, maybe not. No, I guess
Like
not.
someone modeled after the character in
No,
3000
he was just old. He just had white hair.
okay.
But I think that one of the only older Who's that I've seen in this movie. Oh, no. Oh, dude, how'd the dog get on the roof? Oh, yeah, dude. Very, very Wile E. Coyote-esque. Oh, dude. Yeah. Like, how would nobody hear a sleigh falling from the top of a house onto the snow? Holy moly! I think I just saw Santa Claus. I don't know what's in this cake.
Give me another piece. Give me two of those. Oh, also, I did check it out. You were right. Kenan and Kel is its own show. There is a show called Kenan and Kel.
That's what I was thinking.
Nice.
Because I was never. I mean, I saw the Good Burger. Was it part of? Now, Good Burger was part of Kenan and Kel, or it was just the movie first? Because I think it was like a bit on All That, wasn't it? Did you ever watch that old Nickelodeon?
I remember watching
like
All
Saturday
That.
Night Live? I feel like that's had to be where it was. The idea was kind of born. 'Cause that was like a Saturday Night Live style-esque for like teens and adolescents on Nickelodeon.
No, this seems to be its own thing. I don't know if it was a sequel to Good Burger, like after they left. But yeah, no, full show, 65 episodes. Key to
Wow,
kill.
really? That's not bad. That's like at least I don't know how long is like a season of a television
It
show.
said 4.
Oh, 4 seasons? Oh,
Yeah.
nice. That's not too bad. 60 episodes. That's not bad for a TV show. I mean, you got TV shows like what was that? Firefly?
Mm-hmm.
That was just canceled.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
See, okay, now this is interesting. So this is like it's not even just a Max and Grinch. There's like they've added this, like, bison into it.
Yeah. Well, reindeer.
Oh, reindeer. Oh, I guess you're right. Yeah, sorry.
But he does
large
look
reindeer.
bison-esque. Maybe like a bison reindeer half-breed.
Anything's possible in the Seussiverse.
I see. Grinch had a little thing. Home, stay home. Uh-oh. That's a pretty complex French press. Dude, look at that! Just that like flammable gasoline tank that was on it. Oh, that's some good stuff. Little rivalry going on between Max and Fred. Yeah, see this look at the dining hall in the Grinch's lair is absolutely beautiful. Yeah, here we see the Grinch doing a little more recon on Whoville. Doing a little more research in his route for the big night coming
Definitely not a scene you could have had in the 2000 Grinch.
Oh,
the
God.
dog to a drone.
up. Yeah, can you imagine putting Kelly on like put some chopper like blades on top of Kelly and just throwing her through the set?
I didn't even know what you're allowed to subject animal actors to. Like, if that would be too much, you would say, could I tie this dog to
Oh,
a drone
God.
and just fly it around the sky a
Yeah,
little bit?
that.
I mean, if there was a
no.
safety net, maybe, but I think, I don't know, that'd be something you'd probably CG.
Yeah, Universal definitely. I don't think they would. I mean, in the year 2000, I would say maybe, but definitely not today. Oh, dude, here we go, Max. Getting the sausages. Uh-oh. Oh, no. You throw sausages into any mix, that plan's going astray. Oh, dude, yeah, see, here we are. The Grinch really worried about Max, asking if he's okay. Dude. Getting some whipped cream. Nice.
Fred's taking whippets.
Grinch, this is crazy.
Yeah, now he got the yarn, and he's taking it and tying it across a fully scale model of the city. This is a really highly planned heist that this Grinch is doing.
Yeah.
But I mean, understandably, he has 4 days.
Oh yeah. No, I do like the approach that they take on the adaptation here, because I mean, what is an adaptation without a little creative justice and creativity?
Well, we got a little Christmas spirit showing through, and the
Uh-oh.
Grinch is just about to open that present.
And then he's like, no. And this Grinch does look a lot like a Who, just green, whereas 2000 Grinch is covered in hair, whereas the other Grinch, or the other Who's are not covered in fur. And it's interesting to point out, earlier in this film, we didn't comment on it, but this Grinch actually is wearing furry pants and furry shoes.
Yeah, he woke up in his underwear
Yeah.
and then put on pants that look exactly like his green fur.
Yeah, arguably, it does look like he has fur, underneath the underwear. It just looks like, rather than taking the underwear off, he's putting pants on. So this Grinch has got to have genitals of some kind.
Oh yeah, it was like some exec watched the other one and they were like, we cannot have it. We cannot have it out there as a possibility that the Grinch is just naked the whole time. We've just got to show him putting on pants, for the children.
Oh yeah, it's like the other Grinch. Our old Carrie Grinch. He just wings it. He's like, I'm just gonna build a sleigh.
Yeah, he's free Grinching
and
it.
fly right. He's free Grinching it. But this Grinch, he takes a little more precaution, which works out for him. He does steal Christmas. Here we got a nice debut of the sled. A lot more Santa-esque than the
Ooh,
2000s kind of homemade sleigh. However, I will say I do kind of like the other one a little better. The welded together one made out of trash. I think that whole concept of the other Grinch just surviving off of trash his
because
entire
this
life.
is an expensive looking sled.
Yeah, he's got like some gold finish on it. He's going all out. Not in a bad way though. This sleigh is admirable. I just I just like the homemade trashy one a little better. And I think this kind of just shines through the fact that this Grinch does, he does have a fondness for Christmas deep down inside. He is crafting this gorgeous looking sleigh. Almost masking it in the idea of, oh, we're going to steal Christmas. We need to, fool the Who's. But deep down inside, I think he does really enjoy this. Making all this Christmas speciality. Yeah, he's got a candy cane scarf on.
I do really like that scarf.
He's not fooling anyone. Oh my!
Oh, wait,
Oh my! Who could this be?
Who are these other reindeer?
Uh-oh! Oh, dude!
Oh no, is that his wife and kid?
Dude, Fred's married.
Fred's got a whole family.
Fred is not a virgin. Oh man, this has got to be a hard scene for the Grinch to watch.
Yeah, he's like, I've been training this beast to be an instrumental part of my plot, but now he has a whole family, and I gotta let him go.
And he's like it's okay, Fred. He lets him go,
it's
and
okay.
I think our 2000 Grinch would just.
Oh my God! Yeah, how do you think 2000's Grinch would react in this scene right now?
He
when
would.
Fred's family comes back.
He would be looking at the wife and child, and he'd be, beat it! Get out of here!
Can't you see I've got a plan?
Can't you see I'm working here?
You're ruining it.
Yeah, he would just shoo him away.
Dude,
He'd
yeah,
scare
right.
him
Some
off.
off-color joke, like. Yeah, this is definitely okay. This is a much more understanding Grinch. I'm starting to get the vibe of him a little bit more.
Oh, dude, I just saw one of the Who's wearing one of the stars from, I believe, another Who related Dr. Seuss story. The one where the
Lorax?
like no, not the Lorax. Like it's almost the one where the snakeskin-esque salesman comes in. He's like, "Oh, I've got a machine that'll put a star on your belly, make you special."
Oh, I do remember that.
And then it's like, "Oh, well, everybody's got stars. Oh, I got 2 stars." And then everybody's going all wild. So I'm not sure if that was a callback to that, if it was just a star in general, but I'd like to believe it's a nod to another Who-related Dr. Seuss story. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch.
Oh, it's not the same
No,
song.
no, it's not. I'm just kidding.
You're
I do like the
cuddly
song,
as
though.
a cactus.
Yes, charming as an eel, Mr.
as an eel.
Grinch. It's not a bad song though.
It's, it's funky.
It's like a classy, it's like a less drunk, less insane Tom Waits version.
Yeah.
of like
yeah,
a
no, you're right. The
jazzy
the Jim
Christmas song.
Carrey's like a drunk burlesque like performance. And I'm the Grinch, baby. Like, walking down a staircase.
Oh God. I will say this Grinch's costume is a little better than our 2000 Grinch. He's got a beard.
Oh my God.
He does have a beard, which is it's pretty convincing.
This is so heartwarming. You're the best dog a Grinch could ask
Yeah.
for. I don't think even till the end of the movie of 2000 Grinch that he even expressed any sort of positive feelings or appreciation for Max.
And even then, he's like, "All right, all right, all right." Like,
yeah, he's like,
cut it out.
10
Like, cut it.
seconds of licking. No, stop.
Cut one step at a time.
And look, yeah, and the antler that he gives Max is actually attached to a helmet. Safety first.
Yeah, rather than just tied onto him and just pulled off of the wall.
Yeah, they were like, yeah, we've had enough child-related accidents with tying antlers to each other's heads.
Oh man, dude, was that in the last scene? Was he drawing a picture of Elf? Because Elf has got like those candy cane stockings and a green jacket, right? Like-
His are more yellow leggings.
Oh, yellow.
Yeah,
Oh
and,
man.
Elf
All right.
starring Will Ferrell.
Never mind then. Yeah, well, the Will Ferrell Christmas movie, also a good one.
I hope they don't redo Elf.
Oh God,
That
no.
would
You
if,
can't.
if there was an animated version of Elf that got re-released.
I would boycott.
I
would boycott. Because this one at least started as an animation, so they're like, they're calling it back. They've already had a couple other, Dr. Seuss animated movies, so it understandably, I can see why this one got made. It's like we make the 2000 Grinch, we make the Cat in the Hat, we make the animated Lorax, we make the animated Grinch. We get it. You like Dr. Seuss movies. They make a lot of money. We get it. Finally, Christmas Eve has come. Cindy Lou is setting up her contraptions to trap Santa Claus. Oh, dude, full moon on Christmas Day. Wonder if there are any where-who's walking around.
Oh. All right, I'm curious to see how they're gonna get around on this one. Is it not a flying? Okay.
Good old Max, tried and true. Pulling the sleigh.
Because I'm pretty sure this is what the cartoon was like too, right? And Max was just the pilot of it. It wasn't like this flying
Yeah, definitely.
contraption.
No, yeah, but I think in the original cartoon, Max was more of like a he had a whip to get Max to go.
Yeah,
It
you're
wasn't
right.
it wasn't this like,
Yeah, he
oh,
was-
Max, like you can do it. I believe in you. Like you're the best dog ever. It was more of like fucking lead me down there. You've got no choice.
You're my servant.
You're my slave dog. Lead me to Christmas so I can steal Christmas away from all these who's.
Yeah, there's much more of a communal kind of
Yeah, just
dynamic to these two.
more heartwarming, more friendly, just a better connection, which I do enjoy. I've got a soft spot for dogs, and I've got a soft spot for Grinches, and just when you put those two together, I can't help but shed a couple tears.
Dude, this like candy cane that he has is really versatile.
Oh yeah, no, the Grinches, all of his gizmos that are Christmas related are really neat, and it even goes to show the Grinch's admiration for Christmas. He didn't have to make these tools Christmas related. I mean, I guess it kind of falls under like the trope of I'm Santa,
Yeah.
which I suppose actually I can see that, but it's like, oh, Santa's coming in to steal all the presents. That's not really Santa related. So
Yeah, right. If it's worth being done, I'm gonna do it right.
like that watch, he didn't have to make red and white candy cane related, but the star.
Oh yeah, that's like some Ninja Star stuff.
Tree grabbing technology. But yeah, all the gizmos and technology I have is really cool. Like those like extendo boots are really neat. The stealing of Christmas scene in this movie is a really cool montage. Just a lot of cool concepts. Getting a deeper look into the Who houses. I mean, this shot of like this close up on his eyes with all the lights reflecting in his eyes is just really neat. The music, everything, it does come together quite nicely.
It's like really the main difference is he's stealing Christmas, but he's not like inserting these quips in between each of his like
Yeah.
houses. Like
Yeah.
steals the house. Everything must go.
Yeah, he's not just.
He's just like this Grinch just has a job to do, and it's steal Christmas.
He's not raiding their Christmas, or excuse me, he's not raiding their fridge. There's a cat.
Oh no, he's raiding the fridge right there.
Oh, I guess he is. Yeah.
Oh
You're
wow.
right.
Okay.
We got a sleepwalking Who, which possibly is another nod to another deleted scene of the 2000 Grinch.
That's right. Yeah, the deleted scene of the police officer who walking
Yeah.
around sleepwalking.
You know, I can see them all in the writing room. They're like, they didn't use it in the movie. Let's use it in ours. Oh, nice, dude. Little Grinch butt in the.
Dude, goofballs and sleuthballs.
Yeah, just like the hard cuts of the lights just disappearing, which I guess is kind of a modern editing style, but really well done, if you ask me. And at this point, he's just
oh my God,
Jesus,
rolling up
just-
all the light fixtures.
yeah.
I mean, as far as like showing a lot of the stuff being taken down, this oh my God, that's like 2001: Space Odyssey almost.
Yeah, no, yeah,
It's like you're definitely seeing a lot of.
Oh, dude, like look at the sky in the back. The stars are rotating on kind of that astral display. I don't know what you would call those calendars that you rotate, but it looks like that. And interesting enough, Cindy Lou's house is the last house in this movie, whereas in the previous movie in the series, it was the first.
That's right.
Just grabbing all the lights in one go. Let's see what happens. Yeah, by this point, he's just having a blast. He's like really enjoying it.
Oh no,
Buster and
the
Bean.
cookie. Come on, Grinch, you trained for this. Don't take.
God, he did. Well, I don't know. It's the last house. You know, even if I fall into like the Christmas spirit, I've already got all the presents. It's not like I'm gonna go through the work of putting them back.
Yeah, he is like a what the hey. What the hey?
You've been practicing your Christmas robbing. Nice. Yeah, I like how he's like he's knocked out from hitting his head on the ground. Drinking some milk. That's spit take. Back to my workshop. You want me to what your mom? No, but
wow.
yeah, all jokes aside, this Cindy Lou is very sweet. You know, she just wants her mom to have a little help around the house. You know, she doesn't want presents. She doesn't want gifts. She just wants her mom to be happy.
Yeah, in the other movie, I mean, the mom's married. They, had seem to have a functioning household. It's just they're kind of clouded by the spirit of the season, and it's almost like I guess in Cindy's mind, the person who really does need the help the most is the Grinch, living up in his lair. Whereas this one, he's just a little lonely, doesn't like Christmas that much, but the mom is the character that needs the most help.
Which is uh, I guess a more modern take. Back in the 2000s, nobody really cared about single moms, but now it's like, oh shit, like women are like they're people too. We gotta give them a little love in our movies, because we've really been neglecting that over the past couple decades. It's funny. I just had a thought. It's this Cindy Lou still has two brothers. They're just younger than her rather than older and more dopey.
Oh yeah, yeah. Maybe that makes sense too, because I mean, all those friends that you had in school with much older siblings, they would see things from an older perspective.
Mhm.
They'd kind of get to hear some of the knowledge of the older siblings.
Yeah.
Now she really is the eldest child in the household with two infant twins.
Yep. And the score of this movie, besides the Tyler the Creator, and the other songs that they kind of shoehorn in there, the score by Danny Elfman is really good. I have listened to some of the music, the standalone music, outside of watching the movie, and some of the tracks are you can miss, but there are actually a couple very good ones. Danny Elfman just as a score artist. He's very talented. One of my favorites he has done is the Beetlejuice soundtrack, which is kind of a Grinchy character. He's like the Grinch of Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Beetlejuice isn't really a Halloween movie per se, but it's got those
It's got the spooky Halloween
the
vibes.
spooky vibes. Yeah.
Yeah, look at this. Okay, they're dragging the sleigh up, but Grinch is helping push. This isn't just it's all you, Maxie.
Yeah, he's not riding on the sleigh, adding more weight to what Max has to pull. Yeah, he's actually helping Max out, which is rather nice.
We did it. Now they can say that.
Yeah, yeah, no. Oh, this is
God. Oh God. I
this is
think
a
I
sad
made him
scene.
mad, and that's why he stole
Yeah.
Christmas. That's
God. It's such just a pure scene
Cindy,
into this
no.
child's heart.
Cindy, no.
Yeah. Come on, Cindy. It wasn't you.
I wasn't sure how I was gonna react to this movie, but I'm invested. Cindy is making me feel the Christmas spirit.
I'm feeling that Who sadness.
Boo.
Boo.
Boo. I wondered if
they
they were gonna have like a candy cane falling off like an homage, but they're just
Oh, that'd be great.
oh, what's that we hear from Whoville?
Huh? As long as we have hands to grasp. Now they're adding a couple lines into
Welcome
the song. Yeah,
Home.
"Welcome Home," which I mean lyrically, I don't really get it, but it adds a nice little ring to it. Yeah, it sounds nice, but just "Welcome Home." Like, who are they welcoming home? The Who's that are already there? Are they singing to the Grinch?
Yep, he's closing his eyes. He's taking it in, just like Cindy said. Ooh, Grinch's heart tripling.
That
Oh my God.
almost seems a little more pleasurable
Yeah,
this time around. That like little like whimper of air that left his lungs
Yeah,
was
right.
almost like
Yeah, the
orgasmic.
2000 Grinch was like he was having a heart attack. This was like an orgasm. Like, oh my god, I look at the sleigh's falling now.
Yeah, and he just
It
jumped
just
after
fell
it.
off. Oh my god,
It falls off and he dives after it.
this is more intense, dude.
He's holding it up with his two
This
legs.
is some
Oh,
cliffhanger
shit.
shit.
Oh, nice. Yeah, truly.
Oh god, dude.
What's gonna happen,
Dude,
dude? There's no coming back from
Fucking
this.
Max.
Max. Oh, dude.
Go!
Oh.
Fucking
Nice,
Fred.
dude.
It's like, oh yeah, let me see what the Grinch is going on. Oh my god!
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Flying off a cliff.
Like, oh, dude, there's Grinch. Oh man, dude, he just jumped. Like,
Merry Christmas. Oh my god.
oh yeah, honey. Like, let me show you to my new friend. Like, oh, gee.
Shit is hitting the fan right now. Shit is jumping off a cliff.
Oh my god. That's funny. That's fucking funny.
That's what friends are for, Grinch.
See, now the Grinch isn't too lonely. You know, he's made a friend in Fred, and I mean, he didn't really acknowledge his wife or child. But, you know, I guess they'll get there at one point. The Who's are just still repeating Welcome Home. Did they miss? Did nobody see the big sleigh of presents fall off of Mount Crumpet?
Yeah, no, from where they
Like,
were, you know, I
you
think
could-
you would have at least
You
seen.
can clearly see Mount Crumpet in some of the, like, back shots. Like, it's right, it was, like, right there. Whatever. These Who's are just stupid.
A little more shy in this movie, talking to the Who's.
I mean, I can relate to this Grinch. You know, he's like, he just had a great idea. He had a great turn of heart. I should return the presents. So you feel really great on the way there. But once you get there, you're like,
Oh yeah, you gotta face it.
you're like, it was me. I'm the Grinch that stole Christmas, and I'm leaving. You know, he gives an apology directly to Cindy Lou. The Who's just are in awe, and it's kind of interesting. They just let him walk off, which I mean, arguably, I don't blame him. Like,
Oh
yeah,
yeah, they have
this
no
guy-
idea what's happening
Yeah.
in this one. You know, the other one there was kind of an idea of, oh
Yeah.
yeah, the Grinch came down. You know, we partied with him a little bit, and then he left really angry. But this one, I don't think any of these people had even seen the Grinch or knew he was up to anything.
Yeah, the other Who's are like, who could have predicted this? And these Who's are just like, who the fuck is what? All right. But here we see the Grinch back at home. One of my favorite scenes in the movie right here.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
a little toy bound for Max.
Oh god. This is like there's God. I always tear up at this scene. It's like the Grinch and Max just truly consummating their friendship. Oh god. The tears are coming, dude. They're really here.
Yeah.
Little girl.
How dare you enter?
The Grinch's lair.
Yeah, she's coming by like, yeah, she's like trying to set him up like, hey, you know, I take my mom on a date.
Now he just introduced himself. He said, "My name is Grinch." Like, I'm not the Grinch. That's my name.
Grinch.
Which, I mean, you know, whatever. Damn. Yeah, Grinch, you've been a little too lonely. So just come meet my mom at my Christmas party. Wear something nice.
They put up all the decorations again.
Yeah.
Like it's like Christmas Day, and
Yeah.
they were all taken down. Wouldn't you just leave them down instead of putting them all back up to take them down like the next day?
That's that's a funny thought. Oh, nice! You're giving Max that comb over.
You got to get past that comfort of loneliness. Got to push yourself out there, Grinch.
I mean, he makes a good point. He says that they're all gonna hate me, which I mean, I would probably be thinking the same thing if I robbed everybody blind, and then was like, "Hey, it was me." I do love
Yeah,
his
I
tie.
was waiting for the line, thank you, Mrs. Luhu. Ms. Luhu, actually. And then, like, a bashful, like, a blushing look.
Oh God.
No, but this is obviously not trying to insinuate anything.
Yeah, no, I actually did a little research for this viewing of the 2018 Dr. Seuss's Grinch.
Oh, yeah?
So I mentioned earlier that there is no Martha Mayhew. I don't know if you picked up on that at this point, but she's nowhere to be found in the film.
Hasn't shown up yet.
And I'm just gonna tell you, dude, she's not gonna.
Okay.
Now it's possible that there's a Martha Mayhew in this Whoville, but she's not in the movie. They actually, being a little more family and child oriented, they decided that a love interest would probably not be too, fitting for this Grinch. They do kind of tickle the idea with, oh, my mom is, she's alone. Oh, Grinch, you should come, you should come help her out. So they kind of like, but it's definitely a lot more, again, for kid and, family oriented with, it's not about the sex. It's
Yeah.
about the connection and the friendship and the caring, which is it's heartwarming and it's good for kids and definitely Dr. Seuss-esque. As much as I do love the 2000 Grinch, and as much as it really panders to people like us, this is definitely Dr. Seuss's Grinch. This
Yeah,
is
no, better for children.
yeah. This is like if Dr. Seuss was alive, he would probably enjoy this one, whereas the other one, I mean, who knows? Maybe
No,
Dr. Seuss.
I could see that.
Maybe he's got a raunchier, hornier side, but I think he would probably prefer this one over the other one.
Yeah, because this one is like, hey, overcome loneliness, get yourself out there a little bit more.
Yeah.
The other one is kind of like,
Teddy! Look at him! Take on
and I mean, I know that Martha May Whovier is more than that, but the costume team certainly took that route.
Oh, yeah. I mean, dude, when she's walking up to the Grinch, like, pumping her bosoms up, we clearly know what they were reaching for.
Oh, yeah.
But here, I mean, we did just talk all over the Grinch's nice Christmas speech.
It was great.
Yeah, he was very heartwarming.
I was reading it.
Basically, he said, "I'm not alone anymore. Thanks to everybody here, especially Cindy Lou." And here we go. Nice.
I got a little bit more of that goat.
And there we go.
All right.
Dr. Seuss's The Grinch, 2018. Oh, we got another Tyler the Creator song coming in here. Which it was just a good song. It's just Tyler
really cool.
singing about the Grinch. Yeah, this is a great song. I did read another fun fact about this movie. In the UK version, they actually had to censor the word ass out of one of, I can only assume is Tyler's songs about the
song?
Grinch. But they did keep it in this version. I don't know. I didn't hear it. I don't know where he says ass. Maybe we'll have to look that up for next year's viewing, because I can only watch this movie once a year.
Yeah.
Because it's a good movie, but this one it just doesn't have the replayability such as the other film. This is like if you want a good Christmas family movie, I would recommend this version of The Grinch. If you want to get drunk and have a nice raunchy laugh, I recommend the 2000 Grinch. And if you just want some classic old style animation, go for the classic original Grinch, which we should watch that one at some point.
I agree too. There's Grinches for everyone.
We're going out of order. It doesn't matter. We'll get to it eventually. All I'm saying is I definitely want to watch the 2000 Grinch. Honestly, we'll probably throw it on after this. But we'll leave a more pleasurable viewing. We've been watching a lot of the Grinch professionally, for business for this podcast, which I do enjoy thoroughly. But it's been a while since we've just watched it for funsies, so might just need to do that after this one.
Dude, the one I'm interested in now is some sequel to this version of the Grinch where Grinch and Donahue maybe do start dating a little bit and
have a kid.
Yeah, well, not necessarily a kid, but I mean, from Cindy Lou's perspective, the Grinch is my dad. My new dad, the Grinch.
My dad, the Grinch.
My dad, the Grinch.
How do we turn this preview off of Netflix? Oh, wow. Oh, shit.
All right, well.
Oh, fuck. Oh, hold on.
We meant to.
Let me just.
It's only an hour, 25 minutes.
Oh, gee.
It's like 20 minutes less of Grinch.
I'm sorry, everybody.
What I'm used to.
I accidentally canceled out of the credits, which I did not mean to do.
We always like to watch all the credits.
Yeah, we do. So bear with me. Well, I guess we'll just make this a moment of silence for.
Netflix just makes it way
Grinch.
easier to just mainline these like media right into you. Like let me get the credits out of the way so you can just keep going, dude. Give me some more of that. Give me some more of that sweet Christmas, baby. Yeah.
But it's like sometimes I want to see who made this movie possible. It's like they play the credits through. All the producers and all the important people who just by watching the movie, we already know who they are. We don't need to see their names again. Like, I get it, they deserve the most credits, but, like, we already know. And all the people who truly made this movie exist, all the animators, all the, I don't know, what other roles are in an animated movie besides animators? There's no like
coloring.
Yeah, coloring.
No, I don't know.
Yeah, it's like there's no like bird watchers or set designers or makeup artists.
Yeah, and it's
Jesus.
not like the 2000 Grinch where Jim Carrey did the whole thing. Where he made all the props. It was just a Jim Carrey production. There were a lot of people involved.
I'm still scrolling through to get back to the credits.
I'm kidding, of course. We know there was a whole cast and crew.
Oh yeah, no, we name them all by name. I think in one of the episodes we accidentally cut off of the credits where we actually thanked every single person, but we're not gonna do that again because that took a while. All right, here we go. Back in the credits. All right, so we've got some assistant editors.
Fanny Ben Susan.
Oh, story artists. Additional story artists. What is the difference?
Well, sometimes you got a story and then you've got additional parts of story.
Oh, like the B plot. I guess that makes sense.
I don't know.
We've got general designers, some colorists, character sculptors, layout artists, pre-production animation director.
Francois Xavier Bologna.
Here. All right, all the animators. Wow, it looks like some foreign names in there. Some Italians. Some other, I don't know, a different country names. Looks like Anthony S. Hong. Character modeling, technical directors, character riggings. Character service lead, hair and fur department artists. Okay.
I mean, there's a lot of components that go into this animation.
Yeah, I just didn't even know where to start.
There's Snow Technician.
I'm more of a traditional filmographer myself. I've never really dabbled in a multi-million-dollar animated film. Sets and prop modeling, okay. But yeah, so how did you enjoy that film?
I think it was very enjoyable.
You
I
liked
think
it?
for the crowd, for the audience of children. It definitely, I think it was a little better, I would say, for a child audience. There.
Oh yeah,
It does. The other Grinch does get very suggestive with the humor. It almost rides this fine line sometimes, I think, in audience appreciation. But I think this, I would give it out of 5. I'd probably give it like at least a 3.5 out of 5.
okay. That's good.
Because
That's
I
not
think it
bad.
goes without saying that the 2000 Grinch is a 5 out of 5
Oh yeah,
stars.
easily 5.5.
But
if you
I
ask
would
me.
say, yeah, 3.5. Yeah, the origin story seemed a little light in this version. But and there weren't there were parts of the story that were written for the 2000 Grinch, kind of about the origin and other characters
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
just were kind of removed. But for what they did, I think this was a very solid Christmas movie. Very, very heartwarming. You know,
Yeah.
it's a good, touching, more family movie.
Yeah, not bad. I would have to agree with you. I would say I actually have 2 different ratings for this movie. One would be my personal rating, which I'd have to agree with you. 3.5 stars is a solid rating. But I would say for their target audience, the family and child that they were directing this movie towards, I would honestly say they hit the nail on the head. I mean, it's just it's quite well done. Very heartwarming. The Grinch is a little nicer. He's very kind to his dog Max. Maybe they were trying to capitalize on the orphans out there in the world. They were like, hey, we didn't forget about you like everybody else. And yeah, I mean, it really tie everything together quite nicely. The animation is top notch. I would say one of the leading factors of why this movie was so successful. However, I'm almost a bit surprised that this is the number 1 Christmas movie. I
This
don't know.
one is now?
I don't know in the time of recording, but I do know when it came out. I guess it went. This movie was the most successful Christmas movie, and then it was Home Alone, and then the 2000 Grinch, which I think we have specified in some other episodes. But yeah, basically and I don't know if that is still true. Let me do a quick Google search here and see. I'm just gonna see most successful Christmas movie and see what comes up. Okay, so we got a list of 10 here. I'll do a quick rundown. Number 10 is Four Christmases from 2008, featuring
Yikes.
Vince Vaughn and Reese Witherspoon. Never saw it. That was 163 million. We've got The Santa Claus 2
Oh, my God.
from 2000, featuring Tim Allen.
That movie.
That was $172.8 million. And then we have The Santa Claus 1994 with $189 million, featuring Tim Allen. We have Elf from 2003, featuring Will Ferrell, with a whopping $220 million.
We're at number 6 now.
Number 6, Love Actually, featuring looks like a bunch of people I don't care about. Oh, actually, you know what? I do like Bill Nighy. I'm not even gonna read.
Yeah, wasn't that part of the outrage? Like, Netflix took
Uh,
off
yeah.
How the Grinch Stole Christmas and Love
Yeah,
Actually.
yeah.
Those were the 2 that people were focused on the most.
Yeah, they removed the 2000 Grinch and Love Actually on December 1st. People were waiting all year to watch The Grinch on Netflix, and then they took it off the day that everybody wanted to watch it.
But hey, the internet won because we have been watching this
Yeah.
on Netflix.
Yeah, then they put it back.
It's back.
Well, we've been watching the Blu-ray version. We not the 2000 Grinch. We haven't been watching that
Oh,
on
yeah, yeah.
Netflix, but
Yeah,
this one. This one we did watch on Netflix. So number 5 on the list, we got the Polar Express, 2004, 307 million. Then we have A Christmas Carol featuring Jim Carrey. Have you seen that movie?
No.
Me neither.
This looked terrifying. This kind of looked like that Polar Express level, like, animation.
Is
where
that Jim Carrey
it's
though?
like real people they're trying to animate, but this looks a little creepy.
I'd be interested to maybe throw that on next year
Yeah,
because
I mean it's got Jim Carrey as half
yeah,
of the Grinch.
Jim Carrey. But that one made $325 million. And on to number 3, we have How the Grinch Stole Christmas from the
There
year
it is.
2000,
There it is.
featuring Jim Carrey with a whopping $345.1 million. So that was a good one. Number 2, Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, from 1992. And then number 1, we have Home Alone 1990. So I guess this version didn't even make this list. So maybe we've just been looking at the wrong information. Because we did, I don't know where.
Fake news.
Yeah, fake
You've
news.
been reading fake news too much.
Okay, so we've mentioned it a couple times, but we were wrong. We were very, very wrong, and I apologize. So it looks like the Grinch that is our favorite was the most successful Grinch, the third most successful Christmas movie in terms of money, which doesn't really classify the success of a movie or the creative integrity of it. However, in corporate America, they look at the money, and How the Grinch Stole Christmas 2000 comes in number 3. So that is not too bad.
Beautiful.
So that is a great note to end this viewing on. Wow, what a great guy the Grinch is.
Kids today, so desensitized by movies and television.
What do you want?